Megan Thee Stallion wins favorite female hip-hop artist, and Eminem wins favorite male hip-hop artist at the American Music Awards. Should I be insulted? I'm insulted. What? Who's making these lists? With all due respect to her trauma, her music's trash. Diddy deserves to go to prison. I don't understand why men or women, because I've seen women defending as well. What are y'all defending? Why is it that every time a man gets in some type of trouble, the same niggas want to defend them and we gotta see. Same defended R. Kelly, same defended Tory. What is wrong with you? First of all, Cass, I have to question. Kid Cudi? That's who you left me for? Kid Cudi? That long face? That nigga? You went from me to that nigga? I'd have been tight too. I'd have been tight for multiple reasons. Remy, Pap, Clarissa, I do not care. I do not know why in the world y'all think we care. Y'all not even that important. I'm sorry. When I look at this Megan case, did I always have doubts? Yes. They're saying that Kelsey shot Megan. Why wouldn't she say her friend shot her if she shot her? That's still a win. If you shot me, I'm not gonna say somebody else shot me. You shot me. Why would I stand on that? Shot me? Who it is? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, boom. So, welcome back to So Shameless. It's just me this week. And I did that for a reason. Since the beginning of this show, we went through so many changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first started this show, you all right? I'm listening. You look tired as hell. Yeah. We'll just vibe out, all right? So, boom. Since the beginning of the show, we've gone through so many changes. I started off with Cudi. I was kind of like her sidekick on the show, so I kind of flowed off of what she was saying. And then when she left, I started bringing more people in, and man, I was just throwing shit out there. Whatever was on my mind, I was just throwing out there. I was just going crazy. And Dodge came in. Now, when Dodge came in, I remember her first episode. She was like, I think I said oxtails. And she was like, oxtails. And she cursed me the hell out. And she had all this knowledge. So I asked her and Tron to come on the show. And we've been rocking for a long time. But around early on in that time, damn, it's been so long since I've done this shit by myself. I hope this shit is like riding a bike. Like, if you know how to ride a bike, you just know how to ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get back on, you just ride. You know what I'm saying? But I've been playing such a different role since they came on the show. And I think what happened was around the time that I got in a beef with Orlando, got in a beef with Mandy, got in a beef with Mouse, got in a beef with Mouse's friend, I was still myself. But I think something happened to, there's like trauma. And that shit really fucks with you. I don't think that I was confident in saying how I truly feel about a lot of things. I think that I relegated myself to a place in the show where all I did was ask questions. Every once in a while, because Dodge is a safe space, I would argue with Dodge or whatever, but more times than not, it would be, what do you think about that? But why can't you do this? But why can't women do it? I never really gave off my stuff during these episodes no more for years. Then along the side, the fact is I was also building Harder Soft. And Harder Soft is more of a safe space. It's more of a positive space. And so I was caught between two different Tahoes. Being the villain on So Shameless and somewhat the anti-hero on Harder Soft. Now, how could I be on So Shameless giving up all of these negative views or views that could be contested or make me feel a way, especially because I was damaged and I was scared of being judged in certain ways? I'm just going to admit it, man. I don't know if other niggas ever felt like that. That's how I felt. I felt like I was in a weird space, not really knowing who I was, where I was, how I wanted to present myself. So I kind of stopped doing it. I remember years ago, I used to come on here and just do solo episodes for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I look at now at the scope of what's going on social media. I've been in this shit for a long time. And I see the people that's moving and they're not scared of being themselves. And I had to come to that realization, like, yo, Tyler, you've been hiding for a long time. And my editor was like, yo, when you gonna get back to yourself? Shout out to Drew. He was like, yo, when you gonna get back to yourself? And I thought about that. I thought about that out in DR. Shout out to Dodge. Shout out to Gunner. It was an amazing, amazing wedding. No hiccups, nothing but love. We'll talk about that when they get back. As a matter of fact, I think I have an episode with Drew coming this week. It's going to be just nothing but the guys, men that are engaged, a man that is now married, and we're going to talk because we often get Dodge's perspective of things, but Drew has his own personality and he has his own experience. And so we're going to bring him on. We're going to talk about the things, that men think about during engagement and relationships and, what's a keeper, what's a red flag, how do you move from being a fiance? Like some of us been engaged for years and won't do nothing or wind up breaking up at the altar or before the altar. It's a whole conversation. So we're going to do all of that. Now, hold on. Let me turn the time on this motherfucker so I know where I'm going with it. All right. So, as y'all know, a lot of things have been happening in the media. And Dodge wasn't here. Trom has been driving as he always is or flying around as he always is. And I'm like, all right, I don't know how. Yo, shout out to Malcolm and Trav who came on the show last week and Q. They killed that. But this week I was like, yo, grab the helm. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing today. The thing is this. I still have that, I don't want to say bipolar, but it's like two different sides, two conflicting sides of where I am, like what I know I should say, the protagonist, and what I want to say, the antagonist. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a lot of that today. So I'm telling y'all right now, while we talk, understand I have two different sides. Don't come at me, oh, Tahoe, you the same. Shut up. I don't care. All right? I can see things one way, and I can also see things another way. We're going to get both of them. So when I'm giving off one, don't, you know what I mean? Well, judge me if you want. That's the thing. That you got the right to do that, and I got the right to not care. I got the right to not care. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to do both sides. Before we get into that, I'm in here. My daughter's watching. Now, my daughter's young, but she ain't that young. She's 24. She got her own life. Matter of fact, I told my daughter, yo, go date. Yesterday. She was like, what? I was like, go date. Stop hiding. Stop trying to be this perfect person. And she is. She's a great woman. She got a great career going. She got a side hustles going. But I'm like, yo, don't waste your 20s waiting for the right person. Go out and make the mistakes that teach you how to gauge and how to date and how to behave. You got to go through that. You can't be scared to make mistakes. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm following my own advice. I'm not being afraid to make mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not being afraid of being judged for my thoughts. This is what we do on these shows. We're supposed to be giving off our thoughts and let the people view it how they want to view it. Everybody has a right to have their opinions. As a matter of fact, I put into the Discord today, we have call-ins that go right to the stream. It's on my phone, but it's going right through a mic into the stream. So if you want to call in about any of the opinions that I have, I'll let you know when it's time for call-ins. Call on it, call all in. Let me see something. Let me see if the comments is up on this motherfucker. All right, let's see. All right, so I got a couple of different topics before we get into it. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk Diddy. We're going to talk Remy. We're going to talk all of it. And those are the things I was kind of staying away from. I didn't like the Diddy conversations that I was seeing. I didn't like the Halle versus DDGs and the Meg versus Tory. So I was like, I was scared to address it. We're going to address it today. We're going to get into it today. Don't cover your face. Don't cover your face. Do you trust me? Not really.
On these topics.
Exactly how I felt. These topics is too hot. But I think in being able to manage who I am and who I was, I'm able to gauge certain things my way. And that's what we're going to do today. You understand what I'm saying? I bet. Boom. So before we get into all of that, there's a couple of little things that I've seen on have you been seeing Blue Ivy on the Cowboy Carter tour? Mm-hmm. Is she becoming a star? Like, is she like What are we seeing with Blue Ivy? She is passionate. She's 13 years old. She's passionate. You could see it in her face, the tool, remember when I used to tell you to dance? Like, I'd be like, yo, give it in your face, give it in your body, snap. You know what I'm saying? She's doing all those things at 13 years old, and I'm super excited about what I'm seeing. But in seeing that, I'm noticing I see Blue Ivy more than I see Beyonce. I see clips of Blue Ivy more than I see clips of Beyonce. I don't see Beyonce doing most of the shows. It's only that I see Beyonce's when she's behind Blue Ivy. And I'm wondering what social media is, because this is what they do. They build you up to break you down. She's 13 years old. They do this with every other star. They build them up to this plateau, with this height, which they can never sustain because they're human beings. And then the minute they make a mistake, they attack by the millions. And I'm scared for Blue Ivy for that. I'm scared for Blue Ivy for that. I'm scared for Remy. I believe that's her name. The young child who people are saying has special needs, issues, or whatever. I'm scared for how y'all put people on this pedestal and then rip them the fuck apart and say, well, that's my opinion. That's fucked up. These are children. They need to be protected. And we talk about black men and people protecting and the community and all this, but when y'all gonna start policing yourselves? When y'all gonna start giving these children grace? Because I know that's what y'all gonna do to Blue Ivy. I'm positive that's what y'all gonna do to Blue Ivy. Y'all did it with Obama and Michelle's kids. The minute they went to college, oh, she's this, oh, she's that, oh, she, and he did this to her. And bro, these is children. Did y'all not make mistakes? Y'all don't remember the trauma that happened when shit happened to you? I was watching Forever. Did you watch Forever? You gotta watch Forever.
It seems corny to me.
It might be corny, but it's really good. And it's one of the first shows that I've seen it lets kids be kids. It tells the story of kids really being kids and going through shit kids really go through. I want to do an episode with you talking about Forever. It's really good, especially the moms. It shows moms in a certain light. Not saying that all mothers are like that, but it shows mothers, black mothers, in a certain light. And there's two different types. They have a father in the house. I want you to check that out, and I want y'all to check that out. Let's do an episode on that later. Let me see what these comments is looking like, because I thought they was popping up on the screen. I don't see them anyway. They're not popping up. Anyway, all right. Shout out to Blue Ivy. I'm scared for you. I hope your community protects you. But I am a fan. I'm a super fan of watching her grow into this person, into this being, into this public figure. But I am nervous for her. And I think that's why Beyonce and Jay-Z were so protective of her and of the twins, because y'all motherfuckers, bro. Y'all don't have no brought-upsy. Y'all don't care no more. Y'all think y'all get behind social media and you know you can't get punched in the face. So you say whatever the hell you want to say to people. That's what I'm about to do today, though. So, but I ain't scared to get punched in the face. Y'all know I got punched in the face plenty of times. I got a scar on my fucking face to remind me. Where's that? I got a scar on my shit. I got a couple scars. In any case, whatever. Here we go. All right, hold on. A little bit more. What else? Megan Thee Stallion wins favorite female hip-hop artist. And Eminem wins favorite male hip-hop artist at the American Music Awards. Should I be insulted? I'm insulted. I am insulted. Who's making these lists? Do you agree? Do you think that these people should be Eminem and Megan Thee Stallion? Do you think Megan Thee Stallion, with all due respect to her trauma, her music's trash. And it's not popping right now. It hasn't been popping in the last year. Even if I go back to a year ago, I'm going to talk my shit. What is that, Hiss? Nobody gave a fuck about that shit. It was cool. It was drama. But that shit ain't break no records. It ain't go nowhere. Why are we doing this? And I'm going to have some things to say about Meg today. I'm also going to have some things to say about Tory today. That has nothing to do with this vote. What is an Eminem? Man, bro, if y'all don't stop playing with black people, bro, if y'all don't stop playing with our culture, bro, Glorilla deserved this year. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, Glorilla deserved this year. Do you agree with that? She deserved this year. Why she can't get that? Because she hood? Why she couldn't get why she can't get the acknowledgement that she deserves? Because y'all, I'm not going to shit on Megan for this, but Glow deserved that. Doechii had an amazing year. Maybe, but it's only been 4, 5, 6 months, maybe 7 months. So even she couldn't get it over Glorilla. But Glorilla is outside making the music on social media, on tour, grab that Fenty bag, right? Why the hell she couldn't get that? The artist, we're talking about artistry. And I don't even know what to say about Eminem. Who, when, where, how, why? How? Yes, Allie, I see you. Is it crack? Is it crack? I need to understand how y'all put Eminem in any conversation in 2025. Any conversation. I wouldn't even put Jay-Z in a conversation in 2025. That's like Jay-Z being the hip hop artist of the year. How? In what world? Did he have a song out or something, somebody says in the chat? Even if he did, it would have been one song. What are we talking about? Even if he did, it would have been one. Kendrick Lamar deserved artist of the year. No? Listen, you know I'm a Drake fan. I know you're a Drake fan. But we cannot take away what the man's done. Thank God yesterday ain't here. The man took over the whole hip hop. He took over the whole hip hop. He single-handedly I'm starting to hit West Coast artists now again. They got a whole West Coast, New York battle going on right now. That wouldn't happen without Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, and this guy called Rayvon, Daylight, somebody else, not Ransom, somebody else, Reason. Just a whole bunch of back and forth. And it's hip hop. It's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that's all because of what Kendrick Lamar did. Why can't he get that respect? Why the fuck? I need to understand that. I want to talk to somebody. I need to understand because I don't understand what the hell they're talking about. What else are we going to talk about before we get into this damn thing? One other thing. I know I have one other thing. Man. You see those escaped convicts? How many of them? How many of them was it? It was 10? 10 escaped convicts. Got out of a New Orleans prison. Like Prison Break. I know you made me watch Prison Break. This was better. I've seen people on every single social media platform putting up money, putting up bids on who's going to get caught. I knew some of these niggas was getting caught. They still together. They still walking around together. What are y'all doing? Y'all niggas is fugitives. Why are y'all in groups? Any three niggas walking around the group is liable to get profiled by police. Any three niggas. You niggas ain't got haircuts. These niggas got the dreads. Y'all niggas have identifying features. Why are y'all walking around together? Again. And then, to me, it shows how homophobic black men really are. Because if it was me, I'd have a wig on, grandma wig, the Medea dress, some bifocal glasses. I'd had an arch in my back. I'd have me a little shopping cart. I'd be everywhere. Nobody would know it was me. I'd be everywhere. If I had to pluck every single piece of my beard out, one by one, you would not. Well, women be having beards now, so. Little hair right there. But I'd be walking around like somebody's grandmother. I swear to God. Y'all would not be finding me. I'd be right in Walmart shopping with the wig on and the glasses. Back bent over like I got scoliosis. And a shopping cart. What old lady don't have a shopping cart? They not profiling old ladies. You could go anywhere as an old lady. Why y'all niggas ain't dressed up like women? You niggas is dressed up like niggas. You niggas is dressed up like fugitives. They done caught 8 of these guys now. I think 7 and 8 got caught today. There's 2 left. The bids in the discords are going crazy. I think the main guy who planned it, I hope we don't never see him again. I heard a interesting story about him. Don't know if it's true. I absolutely did no research about it, but I'm going to share it anyway. Okay? I heard he's in jail, right? So he's in jail for shooting 2 people. His mother was killed by, I believe, a New Orleans dirty cop, right? What I saw, definitely a conspiracy theory, I did no research on this, is that the 2 people he shot were relatives of the dirty cop. That shot his mother. If that's true, babe, bro, I'm not saying you no money. I heard they locked up somebody's grandmother for sending them some money. But nigga, I put some money under the garbage can in the corner. Something. That nigga deserves to be free. He deserves to be free if that's the case. Maybe not. His relatives ain't deserve it, but hey, can't get you. Hey, listen, I'm talking about some of that too. Some of that justice that, nigga, social media needs that now. Too many people think they could get away with doing anything to anybody, ain't gonna be no consequences. Those things keep things in balance. Consequences. That's why social media is the way it is now. Nobody's got no balances. There's no consequences. People can say, do whatever they want. I agree, Christine. It seems reasonable to me. No, maybe not, but hey, I understand. When you out here walking around, understand that your family should be under your protection too. What you do reflects on the people around you. Hey, if I can't get you, drive by your mama crib. I let you come look for me. What 50 said, I understood it. Did I agree with it? No. But I understood it. It is what it is. You moving crazy? You a cop? You kill my moms? You got moms too. You got cousins too. Is it right? No. But I understand it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to get back to that. Because I want to get into this Diddy trial. Protagonist views. Remember I was talking about it? I'm doing the protagonist versus the antagonist. Protagonist. That's the good guy, right? Is that the good guy? Diddy's going to prison. I'm going to even go further. Diddy deserves to go to prison. I don't understand why men or women, because I've seen women defending as well. What are y'all defending? Why is it that every time a man gets in some type of trouble, the same niggas want to defend them and we gotta see. Same niggas defended R. Kelly, same niggas defended Tory, same niggas defend. What is wrong with you niggas? Is it just because you've gotten so much flack from women asking you to be better that you feel you have to defend every nigga? All niggas' behavior. Some of you niggas don't even like niggas. I don't go places and be, if I go places, there's niggas there, my alarms is up. My alarm is up. Why? We know niggas. Why is it that it comes to these niggas? Because they made some music. You don't believe it. What is it about the stars that you niggas think they're untouchable. They could never do anything wrong. I don't understand it. With more power becomes more responsibility. Most people flee from responsibility. Do things to get away from responsibility. Everybody does it. I don't want to wash the dishes. My sink is fucked up. I just washed the dishes fucking yesterday morning. Why is there more dishes? I don't want to wash them shits. I'm tired. I'm trying to choose between the cabinets and the stove. I'm trying to find a way to get a dishwasher in here. Because something got to go because I'm tired of washing fucking dishes. You wash my dishes for you? I'm tired of washing dishes. That's me fleeing from responsibility. I owe my baby mama child support from last week. I still haven't paid this shit. She ain't thinking about it. She know I'm gonna pay it. But I know I'm supposed to do it. I don't know why I don't just click the PayPal, the fucking Zelle, pay it. We do it all the time when it comes to things that we supposed to do. When motherfuckers have so much power, they don't do the right thing. That's just, money is the root of all evil. When you have too much power, what's it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You can't tell me that you didn't think Diddy was corrupt. You cannot tell me that you did not think Diddy was corrupt. We knew it. Having them kids come up there for making a band and walking them across motherfucking the Brooklyn Bridge to go get a slice of cheesecake was corrupt as fuck, bro. Come on. We talk about this shit for years. Yes.
I've been thinking about this for a minute.
What have you been thinking about for a minute?
Because you worked for him for a little bit.
I did work for Diddy.
So when do you get on the stand?
I don't get on the stand. I was just a camera assistant. But what I will say is this. When working and making the band, I saw the way he terrorized everybody. Firsthand. The MTV execs were terrorized by Sean Puffy Combs. Terrorized. The way he talked to them, the way he behaved. He never wanted to do anything on schedule. We had to keep cameras rolling. If we knew Diddy was going to be on film that day, because, you know, sometimes he's somewhere else, so we have the people. We never knew when he was going to pull up. We never knew when he would just show up, and he liked to cause chaos. So what he would do is, he would just walk on set and start doing shit. Start talking, and if you didn't catch it, you're fired. You have to catch it. So you now have this big-ass camera on your shoulder all day waiting for the moment when Diddy ready to come in. I remember we did the camera jog. I think that was, I Want to Work for Diddy. I think it was the Central Park jog, right? Where I think they had to run through Central Park. Diddy was, I think he was in a carriage or some shit, and they had to run through Central Park. We didn't know when Diddy was coming to Central Park. So we're literally standing there with cameras on our shoulders, waiting to see when he's gonna run through Central Park. You know what this nigga does? Comes through the opposite way and starts running. Come on, everybody go. Now everybody's scrambling, getting their shit, chasing. This is who he was. He was chaos. Infinite chaos. I don't see how you don't understand that Diddy groomed this little girl. I was just talking about this shit with Shannon Sharp. 50 years old, dating a 19-year-old, or even having sex. Like, what are we talking about? With that much power, that much money, men do it to anybody who has more power than the other person is going to manipulate them. They're going to do things unless they're extremely responsible, like Spider-Man. Not you yesterday. Sorry, don't even worry about it. Inside joke. You're 38 years old. You are the face of hip hop. In the 90s, early 2000s, we talking about a whole different world. No social media, no internet, no Me Too movement, none of that. Wasn't even that many police, to be honest. They showed up with Giuliani. Niggas was doing whatever they wanted to do. The crack era, people was doing whatever they wanted to do. You cannot tell me that you did not think a man like Diddy was not taking advantage. You have a 21-year-old artist on your label, maybe 22. You're 38, 39 years old. Already you're out of bounds. You're already out of bounds. Why are you messing with your artist? You're already out of bounds. You start getting into freak shit. You messing with your baby mama. You messing with your artist. You start getting into freak shit. People like she wanted to do it. Now, I will say this. This goes to the antagonist side a little bit. When you're 22, that doesn't mean you have no will. It does mean that you are susceptible to higher, more manipulative forces because you are not there yet. And you have your trust in this system, bad boy, that they are going to take care of you. And now this man who's the head of everything, he was the biggest thing smoking, finds interest in you. What woman, even man, shit, I told you I dated Missy. Yeah. Why? Because I knew she had power. She was famous. It's like, you're interested in me? Okay. Fuck it. Was I interested in her like that? No. But I was a gold digger. A gold digger. Because I wanted to see what she could do. What the access I would get. This is facts. She was famous and touring and she would send me all types of shit. Yes, that's fucking alluring. And that was just Missy. I can't stand the rain days. All right? What woman that has this career that she wants to pursue would not be interested in what Diddy has to offer? The number one person in hip hop at the time. We talking about making the band. This is before Revolt and all that. But making the band was huge. She's on tour with making the band. She's on tour with Diddy and doing No Way Out tour, whatever that the hell else they had going on, right? Who wouldn't be allured by that? Now, he starts doing all of this freaky stuff. You're going to be like, no? Especially once you start falling for the guy. I had to ask I ain't going to talk about that with you. All right. All right. I made her put it in writing that she was okay with things we do. Okay. I'm sorry. In any case, yes, that's grooming. That's manipulative. Now you're taking the beatings. Diddy's going under the jail. People was talking about, oh, there's no RICO. I see domestic violence. I don't see the trafficking. I don't see the RICO. Once you start seeing D-Rock, the girl that testified today, what's her name, Capricorn Clark. Once you start seeing shout out to my man, Rube, you start seeing the system around it, yes, it becomes organized. Yes, Diddy's going under the jail. He's going so far under the jail, he can still have his freak offs. He's going to be able to teabag Satan. That's how far down under the jail he's going to be. We're never seeing him on the streets again. And I don't think he deserves it. The way Diddy was manipulating, he was a maniac. Yo, bro, let's just keep it real. Karma's a thing. Karma's a thing. When you're a maniac, you deserve the consequences that come to you. That's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? You're affecting people. Talking about I'm going to kill you and they believe it. The Capricorn Clark testimony I seen today. Oh, by the way, all of y'all that was talking about, oh, he never put Cassie in position. That's why she was jealous of Carisha, Young Miami. Capricorn Clark didn't even believe in Cassie. I seen the testimony today. Did I take?
Yeah, she said she wasn't that talented.
Yeah, she said she got more bravado from being his girl the longer it lasted. She went from being a sweet model to being do you think she was talented? She had talent and was beautiful, but not talented. She was not. She says, talented to me is Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Cassie, she was just more of a studio musician. She needed things equalized. Did she perform live? Not the greatest. Was she a hard worker? At times. She preferred to be with her boyfriend, right? She started developing more of her relationship with Puff. He supported her, yes, with stylists, other musicians, all the components to make a star. Did she get more help than the others? Yes. More than Young Jock and the groups from Atlanta? Yes. Puff was doing all that. He made her the face of Sean John when Sean John was at its height. It was Cassie and it was Lauren London. The faces of Sean John, from what I remember. I remember their billboards all over and them being at the bus stops. And they was fire. Cassie was more fire. Shout out to Lauren London. Cassie was crazy. Lauren London was hot, fire. But Cassie was different. She was just different. You understand? That's how I felt. You understand what I'm saying? It might not be the truth, but that's how I felt. It is what it is. But let's not act like Diddy wasn't doing those things that he propped up. When we seen Diddy, we seen Cassie. She was now supermodel status to me. She was supermodel status to me. So all of that, oh, she's jealous of Carisha. No, what about she feels like you stole a part of her life from her? Protagonist. I believe Diddy deserves what he's going through. And I think he's going to be under the jail. I do not believe that he deserves to be free. People are going to be like, why? Because he beat her up? No, because he terrorized all of these people. And that's karma. I often tell y'all, what I worry about in my life is what people are going to think about me at my funeral. What is my legacy going to be? How was I to people? How did I make people feel? How do people feel about their involvement with me in their lives? Yes, I'm 50. I'm at that age where I can see down the road. Yes, I want people to say, yo, that he was annoying, but I loved him. I loved the impact he had on my life. That's what I want from me, and I think everybody out there should want that. I think everybody should want your family to love you, your kids to love you, the people around you, the people that met you, the people that you've involved in your life to love you and appreciate you. That nigga bullied everybody. He was a maniac. I'm sorry. He was a maniac. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Antagonist. Listen. If you fuck with my shorty, first of all, Cassie, I have to question. Kid Cudi? That's who you left me for? Kid Cudi? That long face nigga? That nigga? You went from me to that nigga? I'd have been tight too. I'd have been tight for multiple reasons, right? Because often when you break up with a guy, he don't want you to be with somebody that's better than him, right? But you fucked with this nigga? I don't want you fucking with that nigga neither. You don't want somebody that's worse. Like, this is the type of person that you were this whole time? It's embarrassing. Then on the fact that Diddy likes niggas. So I know he probably looking at Kid Cudi like, I wouldn't even fuck that nigga. Like, why? How you fucking the nigga? Him? Of all people? Nah. Can't stand that one. Can't go for that one. Can't go for that one. And Kid Cudi, you got a lot of balls. Kid Cudi, yo, these backpackers. When Kanye beat 50 Cent in that battle back in the days, man, these backpackers got a lot of balls. Because I don't even see how a nigga that make that type of music gonna fuck with a nigga that went to war with Suge Knight. Oh, you dead ass? Well, y'all do anything for women, bro. Men do anything for women, bro. It's incredible. And I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all not gonna like it. I'm gonna give y'all my antagonistic views. If I know you, you can't just bag my ex, bro. Because blowing up your car and terrorizing your dog come with that. I just said that. It comes with that. What you think this is? You just gonna be fucking my chick and I'm just gonna be seeing y'all out at Soho House and whatnot? No. That's for strangers. Not niggas that I be around. You don't just walk up like, yo, hey, yo, Cassie, yeah, I'm sorry. No. I will blow up your car. Listen, if somebody you knew, cool with, start messing with your ex right now, it's not lit for them, you might not want to blow up the car. But goddamn it, it's on the table. God damn it, it's on the table. Show me some goddamn respect. Give me, and even if you do, it's got to be 1x or 2x removed. You can't just be the rebound. Nah, that's disrespectful. You wildin'. That's how I feel. I'm wrong? So I'm not wrong. The people that know, just know. Especially if you know I'm a maniac. If you know I'm a maniac, what would make you think this is cool to do? Oh, no, she's free. And she was fire. I'll give him that. She was fire. But what makes you think this is cool? No. I will terrorize you. I'll kick your cat. And that's the least of your worries. To be honest, that's the least of your worries. To be honest. Leave mines alone, especially if we cool. I think, listen, I have another antagonistic view I'm scared to say. I'm going to say it. In a way, Cassie is not on trial. I want to say that first. She is not on trial. For those of y'all who are watching this trial, and everything is about what Cassie, whether you believe this or believe that, when you saw the videos, you know how Diddy was. I find that like that's crazy. I find that like incredibly crazy. But this antagonistic view that I have, which is not fully supported, right? It is not fully supported. I don't know what happens in Cassie's house. But Cassie told her husband, Yo-Yo said, left him for a dude that smokes Newport 100. That says a lot. She was trying to get away by any means necessary. Yeah, I agree. Because that nigga was smoking that shit like he was going to prison. Kid Cudi walked it, smoking that shit like he was going to prison. He smoked it like he found that butt in the Wyoming pen on Rikers Island and needed a light, and it was this much left. It was this much left, and he was so fiending for a cigarette because he's stressed. He'd never been in this cell before. He needed smoking. That's how he was walking in there. I said, damn, that nigga breath stink. I know it. You was kissing a nigga that smoked Newports? Disgusting. But I've been reading up on this trial. I haven't been saying much, especially on social media, because everything is going too far. And the niggas is trying to validate certain shit. And it's a lot of corny shit going on. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with it. But I have been paying attention. Cassie testified that she told her husband when they were together that Diddy assaulted her sexually. And that was the last time she saw him. When she testified, she told the court that, yes, I told my husband that, but that's not true. I saw him again after that. And he called me while he FaceTimed me. My husband FaceTimed me after that while I was having sex with Diddy. She also testified that after that, she texted Diddy, I am lost without you. And months later, did not stop speaking to Diddy until he expressed his love. He said that Kim Porter, when she passed away, was the love of his life. I hope to God that she told her husband about that before this trial. And I have faith that she did. Because in a world, can you imagine if you're her husband going through this for so long with her, being her support system and all of that for so long, 8 years, 3 kids now. 3 kids now. And you find out about that in trial? That the time that you were assaulted wasn't the last time. You went back and you were wooing him and trying to get back with him while you were with me, while I'm trying to contact you. Would you be able to stand that?
Probably.
You said yeah? That's a hard one for me.
Because it's not like she didn't love him at all and they didn't have a lot of years together. So part of her, like, she probably knew that it was wrong, so like she needed to leave that past alone.
She probably knew it was wrong.
She probably didn't. She don't really know that much outside of it.
My thing was this. As I agree with you, in the moment, during those years, yes. I understand her being confused. Yes, I understand her needing therapy. Yes, I understand Stockholm syndrome. I understand those things. We're talking about 8 years later. We're talking about a book that you wrote. We're talking about, we're suing him. You're talking about when a year later, we're going to trial. We talk about, we know that you're the star witness.
Wait, this happened in 2018 though, right?
The sex with Diddy? Whenever Kim Porter passed away, that's when this happened.
Yeah, like 2018.
So that's 7 years ago. Now, this is coming.
Oh, you saying, okay.
Now, don't let me find that out in the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean.
Don't let me find that out in the courtroom. That's not okay. Because if you thought it was just you was gonna get away with it, you can't tell me that you forgot. I know you knew. You can't tell me that you forgot. You can't tell me you hoped they didn't dig it up and you hoped that it wouldn't come out, because the only person you're hiding that from is me. The person who's been there with you. I stood a lot to lose. I was a trainer. I didn't have his power. I didn't have his security. I didn't have anything. But I stood by you through all of this. I took on your trauma and I helped you heal from that. Again, I don't know if they didn't have this conversation, but I hope to God they did. I would hope they did, because if they didn't, that's a problem for me. That's going to be a lot of therapy. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to heal from it right now, because she might be in labor right now today. I heard that she might went into the labor unit, right? So I don't know if I would even be able, knowing that I'm still being supportive of you in this trial, you're 9 months pregnant, whatever it may be, I might not even be able to sit with my feelings on that. It'd be there. It'd be in there. You ever had an ick and it's just there, but you continue operating as if it isn't? And then it manifests itself later. This is one of those things. To me. If they didn't have that conversation, I hope to God they did. I hope to God they did. Because I want Cassie, Megan, what's the basketball player's name? Angel Reese. What's the DDG? Halle Bailey. That's her name, right? They get all of this negative shit from all of these people that just, the red pill niggas. They get it everywhere, and I don't wish that for them. Angel Reese can't play basketball like I thought she could, though. But she don't deserve the hate that she gets from why y'all focusing on that? She's in the WNBA for a reason. You still got to go to work at FedEx. Shout out to FedEx. I love y'all. But whatever she's doing right. If you can't be throwing stones at people doing better than you, what are we talking about? And she'll probably bust your ass in basketball. You're worried about her playing other superstars. She'll bust your ass, nigga, in your park, around your friends, in front of your kids. She'll bust your ass. So what are we talking about? Mind the business that pays you. This is what I think. Kendra says, I don't like working off of hypotheticals, so I'm just going to hope that she had it and leave it at that. I don't be having time to be having thoughts about other people's relationships. Yo, that's not your job. It's mine. Okay? So that's what that's about. All right? Will 20 mil help you get over it? I don't think her man was ever in it for the money. I think that is a theory that is happening on social media, that he put her up to this, that he made her sue him, or he made her write the book, or he this, that, and the other. Bro, your man got 3 kids with this woman. He loves her. He's been with her probably longer than you could drink. Most of you niggas. Legally. This is his wife. Whatever he's doing to support her, he's doing to support her. If he thinks, yes, get that nigga, yes, that's to support her. That's not about him. And yo, you're asking me, would 20 mil help me get over it? And I believe it's 30 mil, because she got 10 mil from Intercontinental Hotel. She got 20 mil from Diddy, I believe. No. Her lawyers get 32%. Okay, so maybe it is 20 mil. But at the end of the day, no. I think that man stands on principle. I think he stands on principle. I think the fact that he has 3 kids with her helps. You know what I'm saying? If he's the man that I think he is, the fact that they got 3 kids together, that helps. But no, just because of the money, no. You really made me, I was there with you through all of this. I was traumatized with you through all of this. Those sleepless nights, I was up with you through all of this. Why would you keep that from me? It's what I would be feeling if that conversation didn't happen. And I'm hoping it did. Right? How you feel about that conversation? Was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
It's better than I expected.
It's better than you. What? You're my child.
I'm just so being so honest.
Because what I told you, right? It's not me. It's men. Men are the problem. For me. Women, y'all got y'all shit. Y'all got y'all shit. But men, you can't really trust niggas. Niggas don't be knowing themselves. Niggas don't be knowing what their feelings are. They just do shit and then later on be like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know. That shit fucks up people's lives. That shit brings lives to this world that they don't want to take care of. Yes, I agree. That's me. That ain't no protagonist, no antagonist. That ain't none of that. When men step up and be better people, this world becomes better immediately. Period. Me too. This is not me talking to y'all. I am no nigga. I every day got to stop being a villain. And it's not easy. I enjoy it, being a villain. I do. But it's those little things, those people that you affect. Being there for your kids, being there for your BM. I seen them all. Oh, can I talk about this story real quick before I keep going? Before I go on?
What you say, Happy Mother's Day to my mom?
I spoke about that. That I didn't want to say happy birthday to your mom. I don't like saying happy birthday or happy Mother's Day to anybody. I don't like, I spoke about that on the show. I don't feel like I have to do the whole rig, the 30, 50 women in my life. Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. It's fake, it's corny. I don't.
You have to do the 30 women, but you should do the mother of your children, especially.
Your mother of you're 24. You're 24. You have the ability to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom.
Imagine.
Okay, I said Happy Mother's Day. No big deal. I didn't feel like it, but I did it.
Every year.
It's annoying. But I did it. And you were right. She deserves to hear from me. It's fine. Even though for the last 10 years. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Shout out to her, though. She didn't do nothing wrong. Right? She don't get no slander from me. But damn, bro. Like, come on. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
You got a husband with kids? You got kids? Everybody's wishing you happy Mother's Day. Why do I matter? You got enough people to wish you happy Mother's Day. Why do I matter? Is that deep?
It is.
She said something to you about it?
No.
Exactly. She's not worried about it. Shout out to you loving your moms, though. I fucks with that. No slander. I seen this post today, right? I need to get something off my chest. Yesterday, my stepdaughter graduated and I wasn't invited. I've been in her life since she was 4 months old. Married her mother when she turned 2. I've been there, consistent, showing up, providing, loving her like my own. But come graduation day, I wasn't given a seat. Let me tell you, like word, they told me there were only 8 tickets. Let me tell you who made the list. My wife, her 2 sisters, her biological dad, her uncle, her grandma, her aunt, and her boyfriend. 8 tickets. And I wasn't one of them. Bet. I've been sitting with that pain all day. I took time off work, 3 days gone. I drive trucks. That's money and time I can't get back. And still, I got left out. So today, I made some decisions. I removed her from my car and health insurance, took her off everything I've been covering, told her mother, since she's grown and graduated, she can go stay with her father, the one she made room for over me. Now there's tension in my house, emotions are high, but I'm standing on what I feel because the truth is, I'm hurt. I'm not mad, just deeply, genuinely hurt. I don't need applause. I just needed to speak my truth. Thanks for listening. I want to know who gave out those tickets. I do. I want to know, did the daughter just leave out the stepdad? That says something. That says something about the relationship, right? If it was the mother, that says something. Because why are you leaving your husband at home? I don't even know women would do some shit like that. Why are you leaving your husband at home? Right? That says something. I think they're all dead wrong for that. Unless he's gaslighting. Unless he's not really as involved as he's trying to make it seem and he has main character syndrome. Because if you're there like that, why would they, her aunt? The other 2 aunts? The boyfriend, okay, I get. The biological dad, I get. I get it. I get the mom. I get grandma if she's involved. Grandmothers always be involved, right? So whose fault is it really that you wasn't invited? Is it because you're the type of nigga who would take her off your health insurance because she made a mistake that hurt your feelings? Is it because you're the type of nigga that would kick her out your house at 18 years old because she made a mistake that hurt your feelings? Is it because you're the type of nigga that does not know how to turn a mistake into a teachable moment with your children? This is important. This is important. At 24 years old, we get into beefs every once in a while. We turn those into teachable moments, right or wrong. We say, this is how I felt. This is how I felt. I wouldn't want this to happen in the future. It's a continuous thing being a parent. And men are lacking and you're thinking this shit is about you. My dad, haven't spoken to him since last time I called him. Guess when last time I spoke to him before that? Last time I called him. You so worried about me calling you. Do you not realize that you got kids and grandkids out here? These not the men that God put, these not the Adams. These not the Adams. These a bunch of Canes running around. By the way, that Raising Kanan finale was corny as fuck. I don't like that. Stop leaving us on these fucking cliffhangers for 2, 3. Yo, stop it. Stop. That's corny. Very queens of you, 50. Very queens of you. Stop. I don't like that. But going back to the situation, yo, my man, what are men really? What are men really? What we supposed to be really? Like, this is how your child? This is the child that you knew since she was 4 months old? This is the type of shit? I could never do that to my daughter. Or maybe because you just never really felt like that was your child. You treating her like a step kid. You're actively treating this child like a stepchild. She could just get out and I can't even understand how you could tell your wife of 18 years or of 16 years, yo, your daughter can't live here no more. What? No. This problem is bigger than what he's making it seem. Is what I see. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I see.
I seen it as soon as you, like, when you was going, I already knew he was feeling like narcissist.
Narcissist.
I know.
People use that word a lot. Do you know what narcissist is?
Yeah, and I know somebody like it. That's why it's just like.
So all right, I don't know what your experiences is. You're talking about people like it. People always calling people narcissists. I don't even know what the shit means no more. Because it's been said about every single motherfucker. I don't know. None of this shit do be alike. People be calling people narcissists. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Like main character syndrome.
Protagonist. This Remy and Pap situation. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm talking about it because it's been big in the media, but I had something to say about it. But I do not care. Remy, Pap, Clarissa, I do not know why in the world y'all think we care. I don't care about none of this shit. I don't know. I don't want to know about what's going on in your life. Y'all not even that important. To be honest, this ain't no Beyonce. It's a Reminisce from the Bronx. I'm sorry. Girl, if you don't get your things in order, you got caught out there at a battle rap concert, for God's sake, and caught cheating. This is what this protagonist, oh my bad. I'm supposed to be the protagonist here, right? I don't care. I don't care. Now, Clarissa goes on the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, I don't know how you wind up in this, but he starts asking her questions. Clarissa says things like, oh, I don't have beef with her. I understand that her reaction at the time was an emotional reaction because we're women. And, we feel, and this is somebody that's been in her life, but that's not really between me and her, so it is what it is. I thought she spoke positively about it, right? I did not expect Remy to take that well, though. I do not expect my husband's side chick at this point, because we're still married, to be out there talking about me if I got main character syndrome, which Remy Ma definitely has. I don't really have much protagonist for this, though, because I think everybody's crazy here. So I'm going straight to antagonist. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't have nothing. Y'all, okay, I'm going to say this. Protagonist. Y'all need to get along. Why are the two women beefing? This between Remy and Papoose. What do y'all got to do with it? And Remy ain't wrong. She been married to this man for 18 years. Or however long. Why are you arguing with the person she married with for 18 years? Papoose, you need to go talk to your wife. Y'all need to figure this out. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't never had no beef with her. I didn't violate her. But if you're going to call me the elephant in the room, the elephant? Oh, I'm going to call you Clarence. You call me the elephant, I'm going to call you Clarence. I understand. right? Hold on. What do I have positive to say about this? I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything positive to say about this?
I don't really pay attention to it.
No, okay, good. Save your soul. But I do have some antagonistic things to say. Clarissa, I like you. I like your energy. I think you're young. I think you're promising. I think you're a great athlete. I think you should mind your business. Respectfully, I understand that a lot of shit has been going on. When Charlemagne asked you about that, I understand your need to address certain things or whatever. Take the high road, sis. He's still married. Why are you making claims of y'all being together and all of this when divorce court is right down the road? I don't know what Papoose has on Remy, but I know infidelity in a marriage, that's crazy. So now, regardless of whether you felt you had the right to because y'all with each other every day and he calls you every day and all of this other shit, I think you need to mind your business. I don't think speaking on people's situations while they're still married publicly on the one of the largest media platforms of all time, I don't think that's smart. Me, period, I don't think that's smart. I don't know the law, but I don't think it's smart. I think you take the high road, you talk about your career, you talk about other shit. People want to hear about it, yeah. Charlemagne can ask as many questions as he wants. Take the high road, sis. That wasn't for you to be doing. Me, personally, I feel that way. And now you're just like the easy to block nigga, Remy's boyfriend. Why is he this nigga? Oh, I hate that nigga. Why does he feel like he could talk so much about Remy's situation and Papoose and all that? Like, yo, bro, I guess blows was thrown or whatever. All right, cool, but y'all need to keep that in house. Papoose, my brother, I fuck with you. I love the fact that you held Remy down for so long. I think you're a professional side chick. I think Papoose is a professional side chick. And I don't have a problem with it. Papoose has been a side chick since K-Slay. He was K-Slay's side chick. If Papoose had ass and titties, he would have been on the cover of Straight Stuntin' magazine talking about A for ass, T for titties. He was a letterman. That's what he did. All his raps was A, B, C. That's all Papoose done. He's never had a liquor career. He's always been next to somebody that had a bigger career than him. That's who he's always been. But what he's always been is a supportive professional side chick. He's always been that. And I respect him for that. Remy talking about, oh, he was cheating while I was in jail. Remy, you was in jail for 7 years. I came up there to see you every day. That's what you said. Oh, he was spending my money. I never had money. You knew that. You married me knowing I ain't had no money. I didn't have no fame. I came to see you every day. I can't get some money. I can't say that out loud. My daughter here, but come on. It's not that deep. When you came home, I was right there. When you came home, I was right there. I did all of the things, still with you, supported you. He's doing the same thing with Clarissa that he did with Remy, the same thing with Remy that he did with K-Slay. Whatever needs to be done for you, I'm here to support you. You see him at the boxing gym with Clarissa. Duck, weave. Duck, weave. Stick him. Yeah, that's what he does. Pouring water in her mouth. He was pouring water in your mouth too, Remy. That's who he is. I thought y'all said y'all didn't mind being the alpha. If you made more money than your man, it's okay if he took on other roles. That's what they told me on this show. They said they don't mind being the alpha as long as the man, he could still be a man by taking on other roles and being supportive. That's what they told me on this show. I thought that's what Papoose was doing. That's what he's always done. Oh, why are you sleeping on my couch? I don't have nowhere else to go. Who are you talking about? I've been dedicated to you for mad long. I don't have nowhere to, oh, you pawned. I didn't have no money. You knew that. Well, what are we talking about, Remy? You never thought he had money? Nobody ever thought Papoose had money. Respectfully. He has always been a loyal guy when it comes to just holding his person down. I don't see how y'all fault him for that. I don't see how y'all fault him for that. Remy, I don't see the Remy Ma. Antagonist. Lord, Remy. I'm sorry. I got to do this. Why are you talking about his family? Why are you talking about his family? Oh, you got pedophiles and all this other shit. You was right there. I never like when people come out with all of these things about the people they was dealing with after the fact. When you was dealing with all of that shit with them, like you said yourself, you was with them for 18 years. You was right there. You can't come out with all of this shit now. Remy, what are you talking about? All of this exposing and all, like, what are you doing? Papoose? You really think anybody cares? Of course, the women that's gonna hate niggas regardless, they were on the hate train, calling him pawn poos and, oh, he was on the couch and he was just using her. How was he using her? She had more money than him. He was being supported and he was being supportive. How was he using her? I don't see it. Then you want to go post Clarissa when she was 15 years old in that yellow shirt with no hair or hairdo. Respectfully, Remy, you fired now. Reminisce was not fired. Respectfully. Before you went to jail, you was a hot mess. I'm wrong?
I think she's still hot mess.
You did not, bro. You found a stylist. You found some lashes. You learned how to do your edges. You know how to fill in your eyebrows when you came home from jail. Before that, you looked like Meek Mill. You look crazy. You respectfully, without all that makeup and all that, you was the ugly friend. I'm just saying. You cannot talk about somebody else's looks when you look like that and carried yourself like that. You were the one nobody hoped the good-looking friend brought to the pool party. Nobody was like, oh, is you bringing her, the deep voice chick from the Bronx, with you? Nobody wanted you there. You were literally the terror in the terror squad. You, the face that you cannot talk about nobody's looks. I'm sorry. Is she fired now that she got her shit together? Yeah, I think women have the ability to accentuate and do all of those things. It's great. I'm glad she got her shit together. Yes, niggas were hitting now. You was fucking with Papoose. Because who else was fucking with you like that? Nobody was fucking with you like that. And you can't be talking shit about a nigga that ain't got no bread when you was Annie Up remix, Lean Back, all that. And now you on stage at a battle rap league. You ain't lit. You not lit. Like, it's cool. Respectfully, you way more lit than me. Cool. But you can't be talking about somebody else. That's the fucking champion Olympic medal and all this other shit. You gotta chill. You can't be calling people shit when you not. Like, it's people out here touring from shit they did back when you was doing. It's people out, even Fat Joe. I hate that podcast with him and Jada. I hate that shit. You see the clips from Jada and Joe podcast? I hate that shit. Jada, your voice is good in one verse. Maybe every once in a while you get a good Jada. I don't want to hear a whole talk show with you going, no, I don't like that voice like that. It's a good one verse. And Joey Crack, bro, I just wanted to stop, but it's fine. Do y'all thing. Respectfully, do y'all thing. But it's just not, What was I going to say? What was I saying? I ain't saying ugly. What I'm saying is you cannot be talking about people's looks when they was 15. When you looked the way you looked when you was 15, when you was 20, when you was 20. You can't. You can't. You can't be talking about people being broke when your peers are still touring and doing all types of shit and you're hosting a battle rap league and you're fucking with this nigga with 3-4 teeth in his mouth. You can't do that. You're not lit like that to do that. It's very Bronx of you. Shout out to the dope Bronx chicks out there. It's a couple. Like 7. Maybe 8. Nah, it's a lot of fire Bronx chicks out. But Remy wasn't one of them. I'm just saying. You wasn't. You can't be talking about people's looks and you can't be talking about people's careers. That's all I got to say. Respectfully. Remy, fire. Reminisce? Nah. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Wait, did I say something wrong? It is what it is. Okay? Hope y'all enjoying this pod. Again, I have not podded by myself in years. And I don't know, maybe a lot of y'all is like, yo, where the fuck is Dodge at? Where's Dodge at? Dodge is enjoying her fucking honeymoon. Today, as a matter of fact, is her husband's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he was going to pull up, huh?
I said they had a lit month.
Yeah, they've had a lit month. And Dodge was like, yo, when we recording. And by the way, Dodge asked me when we were recording. I was like, you mind your business. Go enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? And in that, with the things that I said before, I said, yo, let me see if I can get back in the steering wheel on this and do my 1-2. And so here we are, right? A lot of things been going on. In the media. Oh, Jesus Christ. Megan Thee Stallion is back in the media because Tory Lanez has been stabbed, and then right after him being stabbed, there was a petition and some advocates, some representatives, government representatives, who have been petitioning for him to get a retrial. A lot of new evidence is coming out, or supposed new evidence has come out. Protagonist Tahoe. Man. It's very hard for me to speak on this situation, especially when this month or whatever has been just one abuse conversation after another. You got the Diddy shit, you got the Halle shit, you got this Megan shit. Like, it's hard to speak anything about anything because women are just being bopped over the head left and right, by all of these different allegations. The women are this and that, she did that, and she did this, she did that. And it's just the red pill niggas is jumping on and jumping on and jumping on. It's difficult, bro. But when I look at this Megan case, did I always have doubts? Yes. Yes, I did. But I don't understand a few things. My first thing, why, if Kelsey, they're saying that Kelsey shot Megan, right? This is something that a lot of people have always thought, right? It's been like the elephant in the room, no Remy. It's been the elephant in the room, right? And I just think there's one or two things that I cannot put my finger on when it comes to this case. One, they're in the car, the shots go off, she's bleeding, the police pull up. In the midst of all that, Kelsey texts her friend or somebody, hey, Tory shot Meg. Help, or call 911 or something, right? Why would she do that if she shot him, if she shot at her?
So they won't think they still would be over her?
So you mean to tell me, right? So my daughter said, because she was setting up her alibi.
Like it's just like regular wine.
You think in an adrenaline-filled situation where your friend's foot is now bleeding and you may have allegedly shot her, that you're going to have the wherewithal to automatically throw it on the other person in the car that you're also engaged with romantically.
Yeah, because she found out that they were engaged romantically as well, right?
She found out apparently that they had some type of physical altercations or whatever. You're going to
She's not interested in her. She's her feelings.
no, 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 no. You're thinking my life is over. I fucked up. You're thinking what the Tory text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I never meant for that to happen. Such and such. I was really drunk. When you're in an adrenaline-filled situation like that, your mind is not working that fast enough to craft the whole situation. And if you're gonna incriminate me, why don't I just incriminate you back? Why wouldn't, if Tory knew that he was being blamed, actively pointed at by this woman, why wouldn't he have his lawyers attack? Go crazy. Go crazy. Why not? You understand what I'm saying? Now I understand him saying, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it on look because I know I ain't do it. I get that. But I don't understand why, if you knew her thing was to point it at you, why you wouldn't protect yourself. That's something I don't understand. I also don't understand why, if he didn't do it. Now, this is not me saying he's guilty or not. He's been convicted, right? This is what I don't understand about this case. Why wouldn't she say her friend shot her? If she shot her. That's still a win. It's still a win. If you, bitch, what? You shot me? If you shot me, I'm not gonna say somebody else shot me. You shot me. Why would I stand on that? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense for me to stand on the other person did it when the person who did it is right here. What sense does it make? I don't get it. Somebody says, I have a hot take. Kelsey was never Megan's friend. Again, if they really, because they don't fuck with each other no more, and they never fucked with each other no more, why would she just say, yo, her? She did it. She did it. Especially if you shot me and I'm a fucking world-selling artist. You shot me? Over this, man? I'm not holding it down. I'm not holding it down. I'm telling. I'm bugging. There's no reason for me to say the other person did it when the person who did it is right there. It just doesn't make sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? Me, period. I do my best to understand certain shit. Other things, antagonist. Again, I never believed Tory shot her. Not because I didn't believe what she was saying. It just made more sense to my mind that Kelsey did it. Y'all are fighting. Y'all are drunk. Y'all violated each other. The gun's there. It just makes more sense for me watching everything from Tom and Jerry to Scooby-Doo to 21 Jump Street to fucking everything. It just, what I'm accustomed to, regardless of my own personal experiences, 1 + 1 = 2. That just made sense that Kelsey would be the one to do it, right? What I don't understand, antagonistic views on this, is why Megan keeps playing victim here. Because I understand that she's the victim of the shooting. But you fucked your friend's person. regardless if it was once, regardless of what it was, regardless whatever they had going on. You were doing shady dealings behind your friend's back. You're not a girl's girl. You might play that way, right? In public, because I thought she did a great job with rounding up the girls when she was first coming out and all that. But shit, Glorilla posts one ass motherfucking meme, unfollow, is what I saw. Is what I saw. Apparently they didn't do it. I don't know, but this is, it's been a thing with Meg, right? And another thing, I don't know a girl that's a girl's girl that would do that under any circumstance. Well, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. I can say that. I can say mistakes happen. But you own up to that mistake.
Yeah, you don't victimize yourself.
You don't victimize yourself. You don't become the victim once you make a mistake like that. And you damn sure don't go on Gayle King and deny fucking a nigga and then go on the court stand and admit that you lied. Mm-hmm. Because once you do that, how in the world can you expect people to believe you when they've seen you do these things? You fucking your friend's man. And you lied on Gayle King. You went on television to talk about this case. That's what you went there for. That's what the interview was for. Why you lie? I cannot for the life of me understand why she would lie on Gayle King and then be so bothered by the public not believing a word she says. Shout out to Master Chief. He's in the chat. I believe that's his birth. That's Drew. I think that's Drew. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. If you know that you've put yourself in compromise, your character has been compromised. Your character has been compromised. You gotta eat that. Especially when it comes to this case. This isn't like, hey, you did things in the past. And so we don't mess with you now because of what you did in the past. This is, in this case, you violated your homegirl. In this case, the person that's involved with you was messing with him behind her back. That gives her every right to, what I said, blow up your car and terrorize your dog. I said it could go a step further, right? She popped at you. It makes sense to people that's putting 1 + 1 together. Hey, y'all can get mad at me for thinking it, but then you go on television to try to lie about the entire thing. Why don't you understand why people don't believe you? This is what I don't understand about social media. Because nobody wants to bring these things up. And y'all want to make it seem like, oh, the men this and the men that. No, she's a liar. And she's not a girl's girl. She was messing with the dude behind the back. Why do we have to believe her automatically? Why do we have to believe her? That's what they're saying. And it makes sense. I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Please tell me. I know you're a girl's girl. You will do anything for a girl. You don't play that shit. You don't do the backstabbing. Am I bugging with just the public perception? Why would I believe you knowing that you do shit like this?
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't make sense.
She probably made herself the victim as to why she even was dealing with Tory in the first place.
She probably made herself the victim, and so you get what I'm saying. This is not me saying that she doesn't have a right to justice. This doesn't mean that she's lying. This is, you have to understand what you've done to create this perception of yourself publicly. Yeah, that's true. Happy birthday, my boy.
Happy birthday.
You have to understand, you have to take responsibility for the fact that you helped create this impression of yourself. You did that. This isn't about men, this, and people, Tory, and going to visit him and give him a commissary, or what they say, give him a conjugal. No. You did this to your public image. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Once you get caught messing with your homegirls, nigga, people don't like that. It makes you look shady. Once you go talking about it on a public platform to Oprah's best friend and lie, and then it comes out on the stand that you were lying, you can't expect much after that. I'm sorry. OG Smartass says, anybody want to call? Y'all know the number is in the episode discussion folder. If anybody wants to call and talk to me about any of these things before we get up out of here. OG Smartass says, she's not even the one that followed through with charges. How did she make herself the victim? Also, the victim is actually the victim in the situation. Bodily harm occurred. What? Are you? See, this is what I be talking about. Y'all are so blinded by the fact that she got hurt. I understand that. I sympathize with the fact that she was hurt. What I'm saying is, you cannot expect people to automatically believe one thing just because of the other thing. You can't. I'm sorry that y'all just want to believe it because you want to believe her. Hey, believe. You can't get mad at other people for using their common sense. What their common sense says is, these two people were fighting. She messed with her man. The whole shit went off. Guns went off. There's different views of everything. She lied about this. She lied about that. I don't believe her like that. I'm sorry. I don't believe her like that. How you going to argue with that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Do I believe that Tory did a lot of corny shit? Yes. I do. I believe he did a lot of corny shit. I believe he put himself in certain situations because not only was Megan doing it, he was doing it. And then he was trying to mess with Kylie in front of both of them. You doing black women like that? You dead ass? You thought that was going to fly? You played yourself several times. Going on the stage with the baby, antagonizing her after this and while this case is going on. You played yourself. A lot of the things that he was doing this whole time, he played himself. Did he incriminate himself with the text message? Yes. Yes. None of those things delete the fact that what Megan did also damaged the way people viewed her when it came to this case. They just don't. They don't. You saying that everyone got what they deserve in this situation except Kelsey. I don't know what Kelsey deserved because I don't understand why she took the fifth on the stand. Why did you say, I do not want to incriminate myself on the stand? I don't understand it. If you're a victim here, why would you take the fifth on the stand? It doesn't make sense. We're talking about math. It's the only universal language. $1 plus $1, you take that somewhere else. Okay, one cabinet plus another cabinet. We start figuring out how to say two cabinets, right? That's in Japan, that's in China, that's on Mars. One spaceship plus another spaceship. How do we count those? Once you start figuring out that, you can communicate. Math is the only universal language, not English, not Chinese, not none of that, not slang, none of that. Why did Kelsey take the fifth? I don't understand it. I also don't understand on the opposing end, why did she text, hey, Tory shot Meg in the heat of the moment? That doesn't make sense. Those are two opposing things. None of it makes sense. So I am not going to be on here and be like, yo, no, she didn't do it. No, she did. I'm just saying none of this makes sense. So you have to understand why people are confused and why people are choosing sides. Meg is not a credible person because of the way she behaved, right? Tory's a dickhead. Kelsey,
Ditsy.
I don't. Why would she take the fifth? I don't understand it. You feel me? So, hey, that's how I feel about the whole situation. We've been here for an hour and a half. Me and my daughter are both tired. I don't know if I got a call. I don't feel like I got a call. Nobody wanted to jump in. Y'all pussy. Okay? I feel like y'all pussy because y'all did not want to call in. I thought y'all was going to take the motherfucker. Yo, we did a whole thing, right? Had the whole phone call thing coming in. They didn't want to do it. By the way, if next time we record, you guys will be able to call in on the show and talk to us about the things that we got going on. All right? We got this whole new mixer here. Bigging up the Brownstone Studios. Shout out to that. If you're interested in recording in the studio, please reach out to me. Y'all already know my @name Tahoe_TV. And yeah, shout out to Drew. Shout out to Gunna. Trom is hitting me on the side right now, trying to put some money in my pocket. Love that. And shout out to Trom. Like the video. I don't know what that means. Oh, like this video? I don't know. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Shout out to y'all for being here in my first single solo episode. It's kind of solo. My daughter's here. I needed somebody to talk to.
Shout out me for being here.
Why? Why am I shouting you out?
You just shout out people that's not here.
But you're not really here either. You kind of here. You don't have a mic. Did you want to have a mic?
No.
So you're not here. You're the person I'm looking at to talk to.
Neither are they, so they got a shout out.
This is their show.
Since I'm kind of not here, I couldn't get a shout out.
Shout out to my daughter. Y'all, look at yo. See, girls. Girls, they gonna stand up for girls. That's just what girls do. And I respect that. I don't know if there's such a thing as guys. Or maybe the niggas that are supporting R. Kelly, Diddy, Tory, maybe they're guys. Is that a thing? No. Why not? No. Maybe the guys that are just supporting men are guys. Y'all, I bet y'all wouldn't like that because that's what y'all do with women. When y'all do the whole girls, no, maybe she did, no, maybe she did, no, you still should have. Yeah, y'all just defend women no matter what they do, as long as a guy is concerned, as long as a guy is involved. Now, when it's other women involved, y'all don't play that way. Y'all choose sides or y'all stay out of it. When it's a guy involved, anything to make it okay that what she did to the guy is quote unquote girls, and that's not fly shit. That's not fly shit. And now that the men are reversing it against y'all and doing the same thing, don't matter. As long as there's a woman involved, no, he ain't do it. No, I don't believe it. No, we got to wait and see. That's what they're doing. Y'all don't like it. Fix yourselves. Shout out to Nay Satia. What's your name?
You just said it.
Nae.SYTIA. Right?
There's no dot.
There's no dot. It's all right. I hold everybody accountable. It don't matter if it's a girl or a girl. Is that what you just typed? Oh, did you really just type that? Shout out to the No Shame Gang. I love you. Thank y'all for being here for my first whole episode in a goddamn hot minute. This is going to go up on streams tomorrow if you want to listen back, or it'll be up on YouTube in the streams section. I don't know, something like that. I ain't got no more. God damn, I'm tired. My back, my neck, and my back. So shameless.